Amigos, welcome to this new video here on the Wind Lounge YouTube channel. Today I have with me Arnon Dagan. Bakasha. We've brought the Liberty Harness. And you are involved with it quite a bit. And through you we also got the harness in our shop. And I would like to talk about the technical aspects, where it comes from, and why you think it has an advantage over the classic seat or waist harness. And maybe for whom it actually works, because I guess there are still people for whom a waist harness is better or a seat harness.
Start with, it works for everybody. Like, it's basically caught up with a lot of professional riders.
Yeah.
A lot of the top guys in PWA and in the IQ foil are using it now, for the simple reason that it's just faster.
Okay.
And it gives a solution as a hybrid harness to a problem that historically we used to have.
All the time.
Yeah, with seat harness with a lower hook, or with waist harness that are always coming up. Yeah, this is exactly in between. It gives the advantages of the seat harness, which is basically putting the pressure on your legs, which gets translated into the board and keeps a constant pressure on the board, which eventually making you faster.
Yeah.
But not having the annoying straps
Around
around the crunch,
the
balls.
Yeah. I have one question in between, but I don't want to interrupt you. When you as a PWA professional had the waist harness on, did you also have the problem of it moving up all the time? Because I felt quite lost, because I tried in my life maybe 5-6 different harness brands, and I thought it's my body shape.
Well, it is really difficult to get a waist harness which will fit your body shape. So most people have to go through quite a few harnesses, because we all have different waist.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a difficult thing. You know, even in wave sailing, you know, you sail with the thing, you move a little bit, and then it comes up. It always ends up coming up, and in racing it's a no-no.
Okay.
When you have that in a race, it really sucks.
Okay.
And yeah, that's why this thing, you know, somehow it doesn't have the straps around your crunch, but it keeps steady in the place that you set it up. You can set it up a little bit higher or a little bit lower.
Yeah.
And a little bit looser and a little bit tighter, but the thing will not come up. And this is a very big advantage with this harness.
Yeah. I was also, it's a long time ago, my first harness was a seat harness, and it hurt me so much in the legs. Then I changed to the waist harness, I got more control, but my back pain increased by a lot.
Yeah, I mean, I said it kind of all. I mean, I could say that I spoke about the professional sailors aspect of it.
Yeah.
But it actually gives a really good solution for people with bad back, because it has a really good coverage of the back. It's quite big.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it has really good stiffness. It has this carbon aspect to it, but it's not too stiff and not too soft.
Okay.
If you get it too stiff, then you know your body moves and you have this stiff thing on your back. And if you get it too soft, then you lose support. And this thing is really adapting to your body shape, plus having a wide support on your back. And it really solves problems for people, back problems for people that had it since years, you know?
Yeah, for me it was actually, when I tried it the first time, I was on the foil, not on the fin. And I was right away, I was in this locked position, where with the waist harness I always had to move around a little bit to find it. But it was also a little bit scary, I have to say, because I felt like I had more power and I didn't have the longer harness lines straight away, and I was like, fuck, okay, this is going now. But it really took away a lot of pressure on the foil. And on the fin, I have to say I needed to get used to it not moving, because my waist harness, it always moved a little bit, and I used this movement, like I moved inside the waist harness basically.
No, it's definitely a point. I also like to move around.
Yeah.
At the same time,
we have these weird shitty flies here on the beach.
Yeah, I also really like to move around.
Yeah.
In the harness on one point, but on the other side, you know, in the end of the day, if you want to go correct sailing, especially if you want to go fast, you have to be static. Just like a carbon boom versus an aluminum boom.
Yeah.
Your body is a bit of a part of this triangle, the mast, board, and you. Totally. And if you're static and kind of stiff, you translate the power into the board and sail, just like a carbon boom. And if you start moving around, everything starts moving around as well.
It's really interesting because I felt like when I used it on the fin, I had to pay a little bit more attention to my tuning and my trim because I wasn't moving so much around. So when I was sitting there a little bit more, I don't know how you say it,
Static, yeah.
a little bit more static. It felt really nice, but I also felt like, okay, if I can't
Move around inside.
Yeah. But in the end, it was really nice because the trim was right, and then I felt like flying.
Yeah. No, one thing is that you need a couple of times to get used to it, and the second thing is that your harness lines do have to go a touch longer.
Yeah.
Because as we said, it's a bit of a lower hook than a waist harness. It would be a bit of a higher hook than a seat harness.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of in between. And when you go with the lower hook, you generate more power to your board. You create more lift. Therefore, if you want to be the same trimmed as before, you need about 2 cm longer harness lines.
Yeah.
And then you need to get used to the feeling for a couple of times. But once you get used to it,
You can't go back.
It's hard to go back. And if you are competing with your friend a little bit, even if you're on a freeride board, not to mention a slalom board, you definitely will be faster with this thing.
That's
Simple as that.
Well-
Conor McGregor win the world title belt.
with the speed, I haven't measured the speed yet, and I was sailing. Actually, not. We hadn't had so much wind, so I mostly used it on the foil so far. Just on Lake Garda, I had some fin sessions where I actually liked it in strong winds on the small board, where I thought, okay, on the small board it must be not so nice. Was my assumption. I was wrong. And actually one day I tried, because you said with the switching back, I tried I said it, I don't remember. I tried the waist harness again, and it's a weird feeling actually. It was okay, but it feels weird because you feel so much looser.
Yeah, I mean with the foil, when you get used to it, it's hard to get away from this.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it helps you sit. With the foiling, you really need to sit.
Yeah.
You need to use the what I call the toilet position, the classic toilet position, where both feet are pressuring at the same time, like more or less the same pressure on the board, and you really need to sit into it. And this really helps you sit into it, and in the end, even in strong wind, it gives you some sort of a comfort compared to a waist harness, which is higher, and then you're trying to push and sit into the foil, but the wind picks you up, and then you adjust again, and it's like all over the place. So it is comfortable also when you get used to it in stronger winds. So it's great.
So you personally, when do you use it? Or you use sometimes the waist harness still, or
I use waist harness for wave sailing.
Okay.
I won't use this for wave sailing.
Yeah.
But I don't free ride. I just go racing or wave sailing. So it's either in the race I would definitely use that, or when I want to go fast, I use that. But let's say if I would want to go free riding, I would use that as well.
Okay.
Yeah, because I hate, you fall in the water and this waist harness goes to the neck, and even for me that I have like plenty of harnesses, and I really tested so many harnesses in my time.
Okay.
You almost don't get a harness which will not lift eventually.
Yes. Some people have the perfect body shape.
Yeah,
I'm kind of jealous. It looks so. Yeah, they don't have the sting here that you have to look at. But from the technical side, just to finish that off, it's just that thing that is like blocking the harness a little bit from moving up.
It is that, and also the way that I guess it's built. It simply, in some way, won't go up, because some seat harnesses have that as well.
Okay.
But you still need the straps for them not to go up.
Yeah.
And this thing somehow it glues to your body, and it just sits there. Thank you.
You can ask your questions in the comments below, of course. Leave us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and we're gonna now wait for the wind here to actually use the harness, maybe, instead of just talking. Any final words? I guess no.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice. Okay, bye.